We don't like fighting. No fighting. Only in our toys do we fight. We prefer love. Love wins. Love will always win. Pops, how did you grow them so big? Well, I certainly didn't fight with them. No, I showed them love. Not even kidding. I'm going to say Flex 101. I'm going to say not 3 people in the United States can grow this kind of fruit. Maybe somewhere in Liberia they are. Maybe Liberia has a killer shroom farm going. But I own Ferndale, bro. I freaking own Ferndale. Let me hear 5 people say Pops owns Ferndale. Pops owns. I'm just going to say Ferndale, Michigan. Try to beat that, kids. Try to beat that. Practically the governor of Ferndale. Redford. I own Ferndale. I'm the king of Ferndale. It's a beautiful city, too. It's a cute little city we have. First little suburb north of Detroit. We're just north of Detroit. Aviator Dave, good morning. Good morning to all of you. Is the music too loud? Is the music too loud? You've been to Ferndale, have you, Grande? It's a neat little city. It really is. I like my town. Hey, we're probably not going to be here. I might have to leave about 10 minutes early today, so we'll run through things faster today than normal. Okay? So, unless I get stuck, but I do have something that I need to run out to, so I'm going to try to leave about 10 minutes early today. Did you guys, anybody, I don't catch it. I mean, it's weird, I have to admit. Dr. Phil. I don't watch much Dr. Phil. Friday, Dr. Phil was on. Background show here at the lab. The regular old stuff of Dr. Phil. The last 10 minutes of the show, he segued. The last 10 minutes of his show, this was Friday now. The last 10 minutes, they started talking about, from him, they call them magic mushrooms. I call them medicinal mushrooms, but he was talking about magic mushrooms. And he brought in a couple of therapists. And it was like, they're going to discuss the effectiveness of magic mushrooms on the Dr. Phil show. Just stop right there for half a second and think about it. One of the most conservative, not super forward-thinking hosts on TV, who sort of has if you think about it, it probably has agenda to keep things conservative and not move things forward. I expected my brain, I was like, Dr. Phil is going to talk it down. Dr. Phil is going to be negative. He's going to tell us to be afraid. He's going to, that's what I expected when I heard it was going to be on. For 10 minutes, it was absolutely good stuff. They are moving mushroom therapy, mushroom medicine so far forward, so fast in our society. It's not funny. It's now on the Dr. Phil show, and Dr. Phil is moving towards being a proponent. I'm not going to say he was, but he gave a balanced review of where people are at. It was kind of funny because it was therapists talking to therapists. So they spent a good deal of their time talking about how shrooms are great, but you better have a therapist with you. One person said, yeah, it's an 8-hour process and you have to have 2 therapists with you. Okay, I'm not going to talk anybody's process down, but okay, at least they're talking about it. They're talking about how it helps with addictions, helps with all kinds of mental issues. And then, of course, the work we're doing with the veterans and things. It's absolutely amazing. If anybody gets a chance to see the Dr. Phil show from last Friday, the last 10 minutes or so of the show, I did tape it. I was like, hey, wait a minute, this is good enough to tape. I wonder if I should show it one of these days. I did tape it. And it was just, I keep talking about it for a minute because I saw it coming. I saw it coming. We knew this was on its way. And it's people like you and me here, and I mean this. We have to move it forward. You could sit around and watch all you want, but are you doing something to move it forward? Please tell me yes. Please tell yourself yes. You're doing something to move shrooms into the mainstream of medicines and therapies. Okay? And if you're not, take a deep look in the mirror. You should be. You should be. And why do I put a should on someone? Because you should be kind. Because you should be good. And those are things that we are when we grow mushrooms. Okay, so that's my speech about how cool was that. Anybody want to hear, let's do a giveaway. And then, there you go, Kim, I know you are. There you go. Okay, let's do a giveaway. Do you guys like today's music? Is it too calm? I was going for therapy music, relaxation music today. What do you guys think? Should I do headbanger music instead? Wait, today's is Lad's birthday? Today's Lad's birthday? Is that right? Lad Rand? Is it his birthday? Oh my goodness, you know what that means. Let me grab it. Hold on. Well, here we go. You know what that means. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Lad Rand is a happy birthday guy. You don't get a poke him in the eye because he would just pass it by. It's Lad Rand's birthday today. Happy birthday, Lad. Happy birthday, Lad. Pop croon in the house. You guys are lucky. People that get pops to sing to them, that's pretty darn cool. Don't get poked in the eye. Let's do a giveaway. Lad Rand, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Laddie, if you send an address over to my Why am I yelling? I'm screaming. I get through singing and I start screaming? Knock it off, Pop Croons. Where did Pop Croon come from? I'm confusing myself. Happy lad, send me your address over to fungi2u.com, and Pops is going to send you a little pack of microdose pills and maybe a chocolate. Okay? All right? Pop Croon. I'm Pop Croon, but I also rap a little. Right? I'm Pop Croon, but I pop rap. I can rap. Right? I'm like an old white guy rapper. Laddie, happy birthday. Let's do a giveaway. You goofballs. I can't believe you guys make me sing on birthdays. Who does that? Oh. Countries. With the highest divorce rate. Go. You divorcing people. I picked one out of a group of 10. These people are divorcing themselves left and right here. What country gets divorced all the time? Australia. Matthew. Mushmouth. Spain. America. USA, France. I picked one off the list. USA's number 4. I didn't pick it. Lithuania. Why Lithuania? Guatemala, Brazil, Cuba, France. Russia, France, United States, Russia. It might be sort of Russian-ish. Okay, there's a clue. It's Russian-ish country. Guatemala, Cuba, Brazil, Guam, Russia, Canada, Denmark, Moldova. Why Moldova? Can you pick a smaller country? Spain, Luxembourg, Brazil, Romania, China, Belarus, Denmark, Canada, Kazakhstan, Russia, Czech, Germany, Belarus, Canada, Ukraine, Leonard Oaks. Leonard's bringing it home with the Ukrainians. Ukrainians are getting divorced left and right, and this is before their war, okay? Number 1. Now, this is percentage of population, the Maldives. In the Maldives, they're getting divorced all the time. 25% of their population gets divorced. 25% of their population gets divorced. Liechtenstein, number 2. Peru, number 3. USA, number 4. Puerto Rico, number 5. Ukraine, number 6. Cuba, then Russia, then Canada. A lot of you guys said Canada. And the Denmark people are getting divorced all the time. They're the 10th country. Divorcing, they do it all the time over there. Leonard Oaks, let me get you your affirmation card. This is really a cute card. This is a cute card. My home is a peaceful haven. It's important that it be. I'll talk about that. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner. And my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. That's a cool card. We forget about how important it is that our environment be healthy. We forget. And it should be clean and it should be organized. Because it makes you that way. My home is a peaceful haven. So pretty. Leonard, this is 2 grams of PE fruit ground up. You can do whatever you want with it. 2 grams. This will be fun for you to find something to do with it. It's already processed and taken care of for you. Yes, we think PE is very potent. Leonard, there's one more thing that I gave you. It's chocolates. 2 chocolates. Now, these are good chocolates, I can promise you. And they've been topping with supplements all over them. This one here, no, not this one. But Leonard, briefly, let me say this. Today, I've got chocolates in everybody's box. But the weather's very, very, very hot in some places. Texas, I see it's going to be 100 degrees today. If you win and I'm sending you chocolate, when you write to me to give me your address, say, Pops, instead of the chocolates, can you send me apple crisps? If you're afraid that they might melt on their way to you, then ask for the apple crisps, okay? And I'll substitute apple crisps for the chocolates and send those to you. Unfortunately, I don't have them ready right now. They're in the freeze dryer being made as we speak, so they'll be ready soon, okay? So you want that and that, and if you don't want this but you prefer apple crisps, you let me know when you write your address to me, okay? Thank you, Leonard. You guys, it's Monday morning. It's a Monday morning, a beautiful Monday morning. What does Pops usually do on Monday mornings? What does Pops usually do with you guys on Monday mornings? You're welcome, Leonard. Thanks for being here every day. You're a good guy. What does Pops do on Monday mornings? Come on, kids. Kelly's getting it. Kelly. Pennies, you make us laugh. You pop croon once in a while. That's it. Aviator Dave and Kelly are all over it. They're all over it. Okay? Excuse me. That is funny, Jesus Christ. Did you hear what he says? He goes, hey, Pops, do you have a slice of bread? I'm going to show you my face on a slice of bread. I have him, I could see you like in a cracked egg. Scrambled egg. I see Jesus Christ in scrambled eggs all the time. Okay. Fish story. Kelly, we won't have time today for map, but if you remind me tomorrow, I promise we'll do map. We're way behind on map. Way behind. I'm sorry about that. Fish story. Give me 10 people that say, Pops, tell us your fish story. And Pops, keep it straight. Don't add a bunch of stuff. Pops, don't make the fish 15 inches longer than they were. Okay? Pops, don't add inches to the fish. Just don't do that. Okay? Keep it straight this time. You guys know I love fishing. I was thinking about it as we were out there. Do you know that it's like my church now. I look forward to, I have something that every Saturday, unless, something sincerely unusual, but every Saturday, that's a sacrosanct time that's set apart that I know I'm going to go treat myself to something that I really like to do. And I can work hard all week and even sacrifice some things that I want to do or want, knowing I'm going to take care of myself Saturday morning. Come hell or high water, I'm going to do it. I saved that space in my life for me. I didn't even think about that often. I don't think about that often. But that's so healthy. I'm loving me more than somebody else that Saturday morning. I love everybody else the rest of the week. But to give myself this space and this time is so healthy. And to have it as a regular thing, that's the important part. Not every once in a while. It's important that you have that in your life. No matter what it is that your group does. If you're a bunch of soccer players, or you sit around and you crochet together, or you're a knitting club, or you work out something. It's so important. I can't even explain it. My life is fuller. My life is so much fuller. And then I've built 2 beautiful friends from this process. And that's what fishing meant to me Saturday. The friends. The concern for each other. It's funny. We're catching fish. We're going to go out fishing. As usual, Captain Jeff, boop, catches a fish. First guy. I mean, we haven't been in the water 10 minutes. About a minute later, boop, there goes Jeff again. Okay. 10 minutes later, boop, there goes Jeff again. 3 in about half an hour. I'm thinking to myself, well, it's on fire, man. We are going to kill it. Kevin and I look at each other like, really? Jeff's already got 3 and we haven't gotten any. We give each other the, here we go again, look. Okay. Then all of a sudden, Kevin goes, boop, catches one. Kevin, boop, catches one. Now we're at 5 on the boat. Guess where Pops is? He's back in the back going, is it going to be 17-0 again? Or do I get to catch any? You know what? All that everyone else on the boat cares about is that each other's catching one. That was the funniest thing. All Kevin worried about, Kevin didn't even care if he caught another, just, hey, I hope Pops catches one. Make sure his tackle's right. Make sure what bait he's using is correct. Check it out. Give a hint. Okay. Of course, Pops catches fire. Fire. Boom, boom, boom. Pops is landing them left and right. And not small ones either. This is the part where I almost lie, but I won't. Really big ones. Gigantic big ones. Flipping them over the side. When I go fishing with these guys, I don't even take the fish up. I don't even touch the fish. They take the hook out. They net it. They take the hook out. I swing my line around, and Jeff's already got the worm back on, and within 3 minutes of landing a fish, boom, we're back over the side, we're back in it. It's the most amazing team. I don't even touch the worms. I kind of want to one of these days, just to remember if I could do it. I don't even touch the worms. And I catch the biggest fish. Just this weekend. We did pretty darn good. We are under a time constraint this time because we had to get off water by 11. So we only caught 17 out of the 18. We're allowed 18. We caught 17. It was still a grind though. It's early in the season and we're still going and finding them. And they're not hitting hard. And we probably lost 3 or 4 because of soft hits. But we did really good. The best part, if we weighed them, if you go by weight, this was easily our biggest haul ever. Gigantic fish. So the best part of the story is this. Kevin. My friend Kevin. First of all, Jeff's the amazing guy. He's already got us. Everybody's getting fish. Everybody gets big fish. Thank God because of his captaincy and everything else. But now I'm driving home. Kevin and I drive together to save gas. Save carbon emissions. So we decide we're going to try, if we can, we'll drive together. All the way home, Kevin's talking to me. He knows that Sandman gave Brock a smoker. Yeah, how cool is that, Sandman? Okay, he gave Brock a smoker, and the whole way home he's talking about, you know what you ought to do is you ought to smoke some of that fish. I'm like, that sounds phenomenal. Brock's so into smoking things right now, it's crazy. He's like a smoking Joe, okay? He's a little firebug. He just loves to cook and barbecue and smoke stuff. So he's been doing that, different things, and Sandman's helping him, explaining things, etc. But it's on the way home, all Kevin could worry about is smoking these fish. And Kevin's quite the chef on fish. So he's explaining how to do it, tell Brock to do this, tell Brock to do that, etc. And we get to his house, he goes, well, hold on, he pulls the 2 biggest fish out of the cooler, 2 very biggest fish, and he shows me how to clean them in his backyard, and I took a video of it and I posted it. It is the most amazing thing to watch this guy, and Jeff does it too, to watch these guys clean a fish completely in 3 minutes flat. 3 minutes flat. Here's your fish. Can't over smoke it. That's right. That's the biggest thing. Don't overcook it. So yesterday, we put one on the smoker. Used his special blend, what he told me how to marinate it, all of that. I am going to say this to the whole world. Yesterday, I had the best fish I've ever eaten in 64 years of my life. Not even close. Fresh from the day before, marinated overnight, filleted by your pal with love, caught because Jeff's such a good person, cleaned by Kevin because he's so good, smoked on a smoker from Sandman, smoked by Brock. Here's Pops, just getting blessed, just sitting back eating the best fish I've ever eaten in my whole life. You could be at a 5-star Michelin restaurant and you wouldn't come near how good this fish was. Wouldn't touch it. Should I smoke another one today, you guys? Should we smoke another one? Give me 10 people. Say, Pop, smoke another one today. We're going to. Even if you don't tell me to, we're going to. Huh? The cheeks, too. You know what? I didn't get the cheeks. Kevin kept the cheeks off of those, too. Kevin doesn't give up the cheeks easily, right? Cheeks are the little part on the fish right here on the walleye. It's the most delicate. It's the delicacy of the fish. We're smoking another one, Kelly and Frankie and Leonard and Hags and Dave and Kimberly and Tygon and Lefty and Eric. We're going to smoke them. God, that fish. I just wish I could share it with you guys. And whenever we do get together, I have a feeling we're going to be able to smoke fish. We're going to keep practicing this week and get really good at it, we hope. Right? You guys ready? Let's do another giveaway. Let's do another giveaway. I love you guys very much. Thank you for being here today. That's my fish story. The fish story for this week, it really wasn't about how, I guess for me, it was the understanding the the sanctity of that time for myself. And then the kindness that everybody brings together when they're being good to one another. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I mean that with every ounce of sincerity. Thank you. What a blessed man I am. I almost want to cry. And then I got to eat that fish. You guys got to go fishing. You got to go fishing. And then you got to head over to Pops's and smoke it up. Gosh, I'm almost crying. Sorry. Goofy Pops. Good people. This is going to be a weird category. Okay? Carlotta, I'm crying. Part is because the Sandman's so kind to us. Sandman's so kind to us. And yeah, did you guys see that? Most of you did. On Friday after tea, we hit our 10,000, you guys. We hit 10,000. We hit 10,000. I can't wait for the plaque from YouTube. It's going to go up there on the wall. The plaque from YouTube. And guess what? We can start to monetize a little bit now, too. I think I can get like 8 cents a video. Something like that. They're going to give me 8 cents that'll go straight to the nonprofit organization. I think I get like 8 cents a video. Every time we do tea with Pops, I'm going to get like 8 cents now. Add that to the 34 cents for a signature, we're killing it. Okay? Thank you guys. Isn't 10K? Give me a couple more likes up there if we think 10K is pretty amazing. IG, I'm sorry, you keep blowing up my pages, and so we don't have a lot of followers there anymore. We had over 16,000 so in between all those pages. And yet we've got 10,000 over here. And you know who they are? They're people looking to be kind. You know what Sandy said to me? Sandman, he wrote me a note. Do you know what the ripple effect from 10,000 people is? That's not even ripples anymore, dudes. That's tidal waves. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, look, that's like tidal wave. Ripple's like 10 people. I told Kevin I hit 10,000 because he's not on any of these things. He goes, dude, that's a whole stadium full of people. He goes, I'm going to a concert this weekend, and there won't be 10,000 in the venue. There'll be 10,000 people. Can you imagine we all got together at one venue? Huh? That's pretty darn cool. Thank you guys. It's pretty darn cool. And here's the best part. I didn't push one subscriber button. I'm not the subscriber. You guys are. Remember when I was just starting, Dave? March 5th last year was our first show. 7 people. That's 7 subscribers at the end of the day. It was pretty cool. Pops, can you just shut up and give something away? Yes. Top 10. Thank you guys so much. Are we killing it? Huh? What did it take? What did it take? It took boldness. Be bold. It took persistence. It took resilience. And it took love. Loving you guys and getting it so much back. So much back. And then getting the best fish you've ever had in your whole life. And hey, you're right too, it takes leather balls. What did it take? Be bold. Don't ever be afraid to be bold. And be public. And be authentic. Right? Don't lie. Tell the truth. Tell on yourself. Don't make fun of other people. Make you the butt of your own jokes. Don't make fun of other people. Make fun of yourself. The worst thing you can do is make fun of other people. You make fun of yourself. From a really good place, a place of love, like, I can't believe I'm like that. I love our music today. Penny, gotta make fun of yourself. This is a weird category. Most common names of film characters. So, film characters, what are they naming them? These are the most common film character names. Number 1 is Jack. I didn't pick it. Okay? I picked one off of the list. Number 1 is Jack. I didn't pick it. John, Tom, Snake, Cole, John, Kevin, Sandy, John, Stacy. I laughed in the face of life, Lee. William, Robert, and Bill. Sarah, Jackson, and Willie. Jim, David, and Kim. Williams. Hayne, Jim, Chuck. This is Cathartic True Heart. Billy, Bill, and Johnny, and Jane, and Steve, and David, and Stephen, and James. I haven't seen it yet. Jane and Annie and dead guy number 2, and Bob and Harry K with Paul. Harry K. Harry K is already starting the week out with a win. Harry, you got it. Paul. Harry K. Let me read the list to you guys, okay? Jack is number 1. There are 126 film characters named Jack. John is number 2, 104 film characters named John. Frank, 87. Harry, 72. David, 63. George, 62. Michael, 59, and Tom, 59. Mary's in 9th place with 54. And then Paul, there's 53 characters, film characters named Paul. And this is based on films released in a certain time period. Nice job. Harry, what'd you win? Harry, you won an affirmation card. That's probably the most important thing, your affirmation card. I listen with love to my body's messages. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Sometimes we aren't with love with that. We don't treat our bodies super well, do we? My body is always working towards optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. And that's an affirmation we should all be saying more often, I think. It's a good affirmation. Harry, we've got 2 grams of PE ready for your pleasure. You do whatever you want with those. And then we also have 2 chocolates for you. If you feel like trading these chocolates in for Apple Crisps, we can do that. It's up to you. You let us know. This was a neat one. This I actually have in the white chocolate. Those are freeze-dried ghosts topping it. 0.5 grams worth. Freeze-dried ghosts. Which are really cute, actually. And we call them blueberries. Blueberries. Okay? So, Harry, give me your address, por favor, over to fungi2u.com, and we will get this out to you. And I also noticed on your IG, Harry, you're very, very kind. When I send Harry a box, and I'm not saying this to keep doing it, Harry, I just am noticing that you have, he posts very nice, kind things. Harry, are you a nice guy or something? I don't get it. Very, very nice. Thank you, Harry. Rando. I got to teach you guys something before I leave. I don't want to leave. I'm going to stay. I'll be late. Rando. You know what an idiom is? What's an idiom? I-D-I-O-M. Idiom. What's an idiom? Sort of a popular phrase, right? A type of cultural phrase that explains something. Ahead of the curve, using that as an example, ahead of the curve is an idiom. Okay? Numa's telling us it's an expression unique to a particular language, and that's correct. It's like in English, we'll say to each other ahead of the curve. In Russian, they wouldn't understand that. What do we mean when it says ahead of the curve? Where did that come from? That's a weird idiom. A person who is ahead of the curve has an advantage compared to others. It can refer to being more prepared, more capable, or having an innovative thought before others have come up with it. We can also use this expression for a person that has managed to predict something that others could not. Now wait for this. I already knew that. We knew what it meant. Where'd it come from? Where did this idiom come from? This surprised the heck out of me. This phrase can be found in the Anchorage Daily News report from May 22nd, 1974. First time it was ever seen in print. 1974. May 22nd, 1974. It referred to President Nixon's administration, stating that the president and his inner circle used that term among themselves. So somebody on the president's team in 74 used the term, and they reported it for the first time in the Anchorage Daily News. I would have thought it was much older, right, Swingy? 1974, that idiom's born. Give me 5 people that thought that was interesting. Give me 5 people. That was interesting, Pops. Rando. I'm sure it was being used verbally, Trueheart, but this is the first time they could find it in print. I'm going to give you another one. You guys want another idiom? Let's look at the history of back to square one. Let's look at back to square one. That's another one, right? Oh, here we go, back to square one. Anybody here have ever used that idiom? Why is Pops researching idioms? I don't know. Back to square one means returning to the initial starting point. This idiom is commonly used to describe a moment when a process that was advancing in the desired way was stopped, canceled, and brought back to the initial stage, usually by a negative event. The phrase, here we go. The phrase back to square one was first used. Cliffhanger. Come back after the commercial and I'll tell you when. You guys ready? I'm going to give you a commercial. Go shopping at fungi2u.com anytime you want. We have great stuff over there. Commercial's over. The phrase back to square one was first used in the 1930s in soccer radio play-by-play. Soccer. The commentators that were doing the game broadcasts would split the football field into marked grids so that they could explain the plays more easily. The grid that was closest to the home team's goal was marked as square one. Therefore, if the home team was starting their play from their goal line, the play was called being back at square one. Who would have known? Isn't that neat? They're back at square one on the radio. Back at square one. Team number 7. Here come the Monarchs. They're back at... That's neat stuff right there. I'm going to read something at you guys, and then we're going to get out of here. No, I'm not. I want to show you something. That's right. Really good. What was that now? Was that out of control, you guys, that I did that? Was that out of control that I did my own commercial in the middle of that? Did you guys like that? Let me do a couple more randos then. Did you guys know that in World War II, Los Angeles was invaded? Did you guys know in World War II, Los Angeles was invaded? You guys should know that. Who thinks that Los Angeles was invaded in World War II? Let me read. It's called the Battle of Los Angeles. On February 2nd, 1942, less than 2 months after Pearl Harbor was attacked, U.S. Naval Intelligence in Southern California issued a warning that a Japanese attack might occur that night. Sure enough, in the wee hours of February 25th, the radar picked up unidentified blips about 120 miles off the coast of Los Angeles. Then the planes were reported near Long Beach. And then 4 anti-aircraft batteries began firing at something over Santa Monica. Within minutes, other military guns opened fire. Confusion reigned over the next 3 hours as contradictory reports poured in. By dawn's early light, Los Angeles residents saw the results of the attack. No downed enemy planes, no bomb damage, a few traffic accidents, and one man dead from a heart attack. Eventually, it was determined that it was a false alarm, and the fuss had probably been caused by weather balloons. Some people insist UFOs. Whatever the cause, for a few hours, the fighting had come uncomfortably close to the home front. Greg, I'd never heard that one before, and I live there. I'd never heard that one before. February 2nd, 1942, Los Angeles is going crazy. Rando crazy. I'm going to give you guys one more. He was a pint-sized guy. This guy we're going to talk about was small. Little guy. He was a pint-sized Texan. He was an orphan. He joined the Army as a buck private at the age of 16. Snuck in, lied to him about his age. Leonard, you don't believe it was a weather balloon? When this guy came home, he weighed a lot more. Mostly because of the medals on his chest. We're going to talk about a bold guy. We're going to talk about a really bold dude. Audie Murphy. Audie Murphy was born in 1926 to poor sharecropper parents. After joining the Army, Murphy saw action in 9 major campaigns in North Africa, Italy, and France, single-handedly killing more than 200 enemy soldiers while rising to the rank of second lieutenant. On January 26, 1945 in France, Murphy took on an attack by 6 German tanks supporting infantry. Despite being wounded, he fought until he ran out of ammunition, which was just long enough to direct artillery fire in and beat back the German attack. 6 tanks and infantry coming at him. I got this. Jesus. His heroism won Murphy more than 30 citations, including Congressional Medal of Honor, the French Croix de Guerre. After the war, America's most decorated soldier became an actor, making 44 films. One of them, To Hell and Back, was based on his own best-selling autobiography. Murphy died in a plane crash in 1971 at the age of 45. Only 45 years old. Audie Murphy, that is one bad ass dude. Woo. What do you think of Audie? Give me 5 people think Audie's one badass dude. Huh? What do you think? I'll read this at you. What's the purpose of I know Kelly's 16 years old and he's in the Army. The purpose of spiritual evolution. What's the purpose? This guy says a really good thing. The purpose of our spiritual evolution is to remove the blockages that cause our fear. The alternative is to protect your blockages so you don't have to feel the fear. To do this, however, you'll always have to try to stay in control and avoid all kinds of issues. It's hard to understand how we decided that avoiding our inner issues is an intelligent thing to do. When did we decide that was a smart thing? Everyone is saying I will do every single thing I can to keep my stuff. If you say anything that disturbs me, I will defend myself. I'll yell at you make you take it back. If it caused any disturbance inside of me, I will make you sorry. In other words, if somebody does something that stimulates fear, you think they did something wrong. Then you do everything you can to make sure they never do it again. First you defend yourself, and then you protect yourself. You do whatever you can to keep from feeling the disturbance. Jeff and I talked about this at the dock on Saturday after fishing. We both admitted to each other, you know what? The more we do, you can feel it coming up. You recognize, here's coming a really negative feeling. And once you even start to feel it, you're in awareness. Now what are you going to do with it? You're going to let it float? Or are you going to block it? You can feel it. Especially the more you practice. Eventually become wise enough to realize that you do not want this stuff inside of you. It doesn't matter who stimulates it. Doesn't matter what situation hits it. Doesn't matter whether it makes sense or whether it seems fair or not. I'm so tired of people thinking they deserve something. You don't deserve anything. Deserve's an ugly word. It isn't about fair or unfair. Who decides what's fair and unfair? You? Me? Us? Putin? Kieran, deserve is an ugly word to me. It says senses of entitlement. It reeks of entitlement. Well, I deserve. You do? Be careful with that word. Doesn't matter whether it makes sense or whether it seems fair or not. Unfortunately, most of us are not just that wise. We're really not trying to be free of our stuff. We're just trying to justify keeping it. If you truly want to grow spiritually, you'll realize that keeping your stuff is keeping you trapped. Eventually, you'll want out at any cost. You will then realize that life is actually trying to help you. Life is surrounding you with people and situations that stimulate growth. It's trying to help you out. You don't have to decide who's right or wrong. You don't have to worry about other people's issues. You only have to be willing to open your heart in the face of anything and everything and permit the purification process to take place. When you do this, the first thing you'll see is that situations will unfold that will hit your stuff. But in truth, that's been happening your entire life. You're just not feeling it. The only difference is that now you see it as a good thing because it's an opportunity to let go. Man, there's a lot of wisdom. We'll keep talking about this stuff this week. Okay, let's do our final giveaway here today. What beautiful music, what a beautiful day, what a beautiful family. 10,000 strong. 10,000 strong. And helping each other every single day. Make sure you help somebody today. And be the bigger ripple. Give me 5 people. 5 people, just say, scroll right here. Tidal wave. Just say tidal wave. I'm tired of being a ripple. I like tidal waves. You know what island I'd love to be a tidal wave and just blow the big pharma buildings over with our tidal wave. Okay? It'll be back up this week, RJ. It'll be back up this week. Tidal wave. A big tidal wave just blowing over the medical towers that Big Pharma's spent their stupid money on. Our money. Let's do our final giveaway. Tidal wavers. I love you guys. Thank you for saying that. Here we are. Here we are. We did countries with the highest divorce rate. Countries with the highest divorce rate. We're going to now do countries with the highest marriage rate. Highest marriage rate. Let's get married in one of these countries. Go. Highest marriage rates. Tsunami, that's the right word. Penny Peck, I love you. I love what we do here every day. F to Big Pharma. Mexico is not even on the top 10. No, Mexico didn't make the top 10, Kim. U.S., Philippines, China, USA, Bahamas, close. Mexico, Canada, China, France, Jamaica, Iran, Sandman, India, Jax, India, Utah, Jamaica, Egypt, France, Spain, Kim, Bahaha, Singapore, Italy, Thailand, France, Jamaica. It's right around there. Jordan, Fiji, Egypt, France, Spain, Ethiopia. Wiry got it. Wiry triple D's. Kill it with the Bahamas. The Bahamas. Nice work, Wiry. Kill it. First, Northern Mariana Islands. You would have never got it. Ever. Second, U.S. Virgin Islands. So they're getting married in the Virgin Islands. Let's think about that. They're getting married in the Virgin Islands. That makes sense. Third, Bahamas. Fourth, Benin. Fifth, Guam. Sixth, Bangladesh. Seventh, Mauritius. Eighth, Azerbaijan. Ninth, Kazakhstan. And Cayman Islands are tied for ninth. And then Uzbekistan. What a goofy category, Pops. Don't ever do that one again. Okay, I won't. What'd you win, Wiry? Wiry, you got a 2 grams of PE all ground up and ready to go. And then you're also getting, let me read your affirmation card, my friend. I release all criticism. I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love and acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. You walk around being critical of others, you're really being critical of yourself. And your other thing, you have these cute, beautiful little chocolates. If you feel like they're not going to get to you in this shape, when you write to me, tell me you would rather get apple crisps, and I'll send those to you. Okay? You guys, thanks for being here today. I'm 10 minutes late to my appointment, but it's okay. I'll be all right. Wiry, I'll wait to get your information, and I'll send this out to you. Pops, peace, love. Thank you guys for being here today. Have a great day. And we'll see you guys here tomorrow. Same mush time, same mush channel. Kim, these chocolates, I'm getting better at it. Practice makes better. Have a great day, you guys. Mahis and Jesus Christ and Lad and Penny Pack and Wiry and Rebel and RX and Kim and Jake and New England and Unrested and Poopy Pants. What the Poopy Pants is going on around here? Ladbrand and Hager and Kelly. Tomorrow map. I'm writing it down now. Boom. Kelly, map. Big letters. Done. Okay. Free. Have a great day. I was love seeing you here, bro. It's hot where you are. Free. And Vegas Mandy, good morning, girl. Sandy and Victor and Wubba. Hey, Sandy, that smoker's killer. April, Poncho, I love you. Ponch, love you. Mossy and Wiry D and Carlotta and Penny Pack and Jimmy Max and Poopy Pants and Mushmouth and Aviator Dave. Shasta Lady, Exception, love you. Leonard, Wubba, Lubba, Tubba, Doo. Harry K. Pocket Lint, that's pretty cool. Jesus Christ, Lee Wilson, Kimberly Carey, Wayne and Trueheart, Eric, Aaron Colvin, Pocket Lint, Ladrand, Green Table, Jesus Christ, on my piece of bread, Sid Hunter, Jeffrey Hodgson, all the way from New Zealand, Leonard, Greg Fisher, Vegas, and Aviator Dave, Pops Peace. Love. International Kindness Association just means all you have to do is be kind to somebody today. Ouch.